they minister to me.
Hey everybody, this is Phil Walters coming at you, walking by faith and not by sight. Hope you all have been doing well. It has been a while since I've been on my YouTube channel. There has been a lot going on.
34 seconds.
Amen. Just had to check my time here, y'all. That voice is my voiceover. You're going to hear that today. For those who are subscribers to my YouTube channel, and thank you. That is how we in the blind community use our iPhones and iPads and devices. That is a screen reader for the blind. So yeah, I come on today to share the making of my song, Minister to Me. So this song is set to be released on May
1 minute,
21st.
5 seconds.
I'm really excited about that. And
1 minute, 5 seconds.
Guys, I'm going to fix this voiceover.
Stop recording video
Talking
button.
So much. But yeah, I just want to share a little bit of how producers who are physically blind or visually impaired are able to produce using mixing consoles that are textile or have buttons and faders. So like this one here, this is Tascam Model 24, and I have been able to navigate around this board because of the buttons and faders and knobs versus a DAW or a digital audio workstation, which is on the computer. Now this interface with computer-based recording software programs like Logic and so forth, but I really enjoy these knobs and faders. So for today's exercise, we're going to talk about this project, Minister to Me, and how I was able to produce it on this mixing console. So I just want to go through a few techniques. We're going to call this segment Mixing in the Dark. Amen. While walking in the light. Woo! Got to give God some praise on that one. So yeah. So let's get started. I'm going to go back. When I got this mixing console, it was before they updated the software in it and put the marker or locate points. Locate points are a way that you can move about the song and set markers where you can just press and jump to the next location back and forwards instead of rewinding and fast forward. In this situation, the markers are not on this particular song file because I got this mixing console before that time. So let's get into it. So I'm going to rewind backwards and we're going to try a few techniques and just share a few things with you, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so let me see. I'm going to bring this up a little bit, and I got to go back the old-fashioned way, double hit for rewind, and I have a voice marker in here counting down to the song. I'm going to try to get past that because it's a little loud. So here we go. And here we go. Okay.
21.
Ooh, I didn't get past it. So y'all got that. It was loud. All right. So I'm going to drop some things right now. All right.
Minister to me, minister to me. I can hear the birds as they minister to me. Due to your circumstance.
All right. So I'm going to drop the drums.
Your praise and worship's getting dull.
All right. So a lot of times in mixes, you'll hear that. I'm going to bring the drums back in. Or you get a drum drop out and the drums bounce back in.
There are times like this. Your spirit needs a lift. Your mind is trying to
Drop the lead vocal. All right. Hope that's coming in clear. Bring up this volume on my studio monitors a little bit. I'm going to drop the background, but I'm going to do it a different way. I'm just going to bring this down. I'm going to fade that out. So I'm going to stop this a little bit. Bam. So basically, this board has an awesome group system, whereas you can set up different tracks, different channels, and by hitting the group button on each channel, you can group the different tracks together that you want to be able to control. I'm just checking something right here, y'all. Y'all pray for me. I am walking by faith here and not by sight. You can control the different things that are in the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let me make sure I put that back. I need to 7. We're gonna take that and put that back in the group. Alrighty then. So yeah. So that's one way. So once I select the tracks that I want to have in the group, then I was able to just hit this fader over here. This is my group section fader, which control all the vocals in that group. So let me see if I go back a little bit and see if I can. So I'm gonna bring it back in. Bop, bop, bop. 3, 2, 1, and so I'm fading it back in.
Bless the Lord, what they minister to me. Bless the Lord, and praise His name. Bless the Lord, what they minister to me.
So I'm gonna fade that back out. All right. So again, I'm gonna drop the drums. So you hear the bass. Okay, I'm gonna drop the bass, which is on my channel 3. My drums is on channel 1 and 2. I gotta remember to keep turning my head a little bit, look at the camera. All right, so my bass, dropping that horn, and drop my xylophones. So we just gonna have a little silence. 2, 3, and bring those drums back in. All right, so we're gonna let that go a little bit. All right, we're gonna bring that bass back in. And these are different variations that you can do a mix. You know, bring the xylophone back in. Hey, yeah. All right, we're gonna bring those horns back in. Let's bring that volume up a little bit on horns. Got the low horns there, so we're gonna stop right there. So I'm gonna take it back. This time I'm gonna try not to blow your eardrums out with this countdown. So I'm gonna bring this down first. Go back to the beginning. Get past my countdown.
1.
And get back into the mix. All right. So what I wanted to do was go back to my vocal. And so I'm gonna fast. No, I don't have to fast forward. All right. I'm gonna stop this right here. Hey, right there. And I'm gonna mute channels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where I got my drums, my bass, my horns, and then the xylophone. And I'm gonna bring up the lead vocal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm counting. 10, 11. Y'all pray for me. Okay, so I got that up. So I just wanted to show you something. All right. So I know you guys hear that.
Or have the time to spare to lift you up from where you are.
All right, so as you see, got a little reverb on that, right? So let me get back to that channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was supposed to start it without the reverb, so pretend y'all didn't hear that.
There are times like
that's
this.
drier.
Your spirit needs a lift. Your mind is trying to find a
I'm
way.
gonna bring in, the echo.
So hear the words I bring. Open your mouth and sing. Because a better praise, a better day.
So I'm gonna stop right there. So each channel has the capability of importing effects, and the mixing console also has built-in effects. So what you're hearing on this echo, which has a slight reverb in it as well, is the effects built into the mixing console. And then also I have up here, beneath my mic patch bay, and that's basically keeping my board from getting a lot of wear and tear. So with this mic patch bay, I have that running into the mixing console. See all these XLR cables, if you guys can see it. So when I want to move from channel to channel, I can just unplug the mic from the channel previously and then plug it into the next channel without pulling stuff in and out of this board all the time. And below that, we have the what do I have here? Behringer, this is a multi-effects processor. So that I have on another channel, or excuse me, another send or input section to receive whatever I have on there. Whether it be reverb, flange, echo, and different type of effects that are built into that. just to give you a quick preview. Beneath that, I have the mastering deck. So I master what I have on the mixing console down to 2 channels on the mastering deck. And this is a Tascam mastering deck. Under that, I have an older deck I used to have. Well, I still have it. All right, slow down, Phil. So I'm more comfortable when I'm singing in front of a piano. So yeah, this is an older mastering deck, but they stopped making media for it. So I can't find the CDs anymore for this speed. But I keep it as a player because it's an awesome deck. It's like 20 years old and she's still kicking. So, but this is the new deck. So everything that I do here gets mixed down into 2 channels, stereo, left and right, 44 kilohertz, and down to this newer deck. Let me go up a little bit, y'all. So this is the newer deck. And so yeah, I'm gonna go back to that vocal.
Bless the Lord.
I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Or have the time to me. Due to your
Right.
circumstance, you no longer want to dance.
So I'm gonna bring down
Your
that
praise and
echo.
worship's getting dull.
Right? And I have
You think that
reverb.
no one cares.
And
or
I'm
have
gonna
the
bring
time
that
to
up.
spare to lift you up from where you are.
You probably can hear the difference. Big hall sound.
There are times like this, your spirit needs a lift.
Right?
Your mind is trying to find a way.
So I'm gonna stop right there. So basically, that's the Behringer. Okay, so I have the Behringer running into the mixing console and coming out of a channel on the mixing console. And basically, I have it set up the way I can just use this fader and insert how much effect I want on each channel. Now that multi-effects processor is set up that it will come into one of these effects sends. So they're inputs. So I have things coming in and it's on every channel. So I can affect if I want to put that on the horns, on the music, on the bass, on the drums, I get a chance to do that. So let's try something here right quick. And I'm just going to bring that back in.
So hear the words I bring.
All right.
Open your mouth
Go
and
back a little bit. And so let's bring our drums back in. So if I wanted to add an effect on the drums or, reverb, what have you.
minister to me.
All right.
Minister to me. I can hear the
We're going to mute the vocals so you guys can hear this. I'm going to add that first effect, the echo, which it's built in the board, to channels 1 and 2. You see what it does. So you got this ping pong thing going on. And you might be working on a project where that kind of thing is like, oh, that sounds kind of slick for that particular project, so you might keep it. I'm just going to bring the bass back in. Hey, hey. Bring in the horns. Bring in the xylophone. And if I want to bring in that background, so I'm going to run that back a little bit, y'all. See what that sounds like. Okay. And then sneak that background in there when she comes back around, which is about right now. Here we go. Fade it in.
praise his name. Bless the Lord is what they minister to me. Bless the Lord
Hey.
and praise his name.
Bring that back out. And I'm going to stop that and bam. So there's so many things that you can do. I love this board. It's definitely been a blessing. I know that, speaking to some of the techs at Tascam, there are other people in the blind community that produce music that has taken to the board. Now, there are sub-menus in the board. And so what we do in the blind community, we account clicks. It takes a little longer sometimes. And sometimes I won't lie to you. I get a little, if I miss my count, I'll end up in the menu somewhere where I shouldn't be. But there's not that many deep layers of menus in this board, and that's why I love it. It's built like the boards of the olden days, with the added fact that it has a built-in recorder, so you can do live with this board. You can also record on this board, and it's also an audio interface, so it will work with your DAWs or digital audio workstations as well. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, y'all, if I haven't turned my head that much because I'm trying to figure this out. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of different things the board can do. I haven't mastered 100% of it yet, but I'm working slowly but surely. The next song that I come to you with, I will be using the marker, so you'll see how quickly I can jump from one location. Say if you're doing verse, chorus, ending. So you can set a marker locate. You get to your first chorus, boom. Your second verse, boom. Your third, so forth, just by pressing, there's buttons up here. These same buttons that give you a rewind and fast forward. If you tap them, if you have locate points or markers, you can jump to those locate points. So yeah. Let me check my time. I don't want to make this video too long. I know folks got things to do, so I just want to make sure it's just enough time to keep your interest, but not have you tune in and tune out because it's too long.
Viewfinder. Stop recording video. 16 minutes. 10
And
seconds.
that's about that time. So listen, this is, again, the making of my song, Minister to Me. I pray that it has been a blessing to you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up in the comment box and let me know what you think about it and if you'd like to see more of these. I'm just excited to be able to do this. I always get nervous when there's video involved because I have no physical sight. I do have help with trying to get things lined up, but I just want to make sure that it's decent. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? God bless you with the love of God. Again, this song is going to be released on May 21st, 2021. I'm so excited about it, and I can't wait to share it with you and the world. And take care of yourself. Hope to see you again soon. God bless you. Take care of one another and each other. Keep your head up and your faith strong. Again, this is Phil Walters coming at you. Walking by faith,
17
not by
minutes.
sight.
5 seconds.
Signing out.
Stop recording video. Button.